Sean Edgar, then Danielle Masello.
Chair Nichols and board members, good afternoon. Sean Edgar, Executive Director of the Clean Fleets Coalition, and in my 10 years appearing in front of your board, I know that 120 seconds goes very quickly, so I will be referencing two documents that I'll, on the Clean Fleets Coalition letterhead, that I'll be buzzing through to ask for your consideration of some critical technical amendments that would be needed. Primarily, first item on, you've heard from Trucking Association as well as others that the 2007 to 2009 engine credit is something that is very important to them. The board allows that for VDEX or aftermarket DPF installation, so we'd like to give equal consideration to folks that actually put down good money to buy new equipment, because realizing you also get a NOx benefit with that decision. And I know folks have been gearing up to be prepared for your rules, so that's the first item we'd like to ask. Equity with regard to early action on 07 to 09 engines. Secondly, there's early action. There is currently a prepayment requirement. I use that terminology because board staff has a requirement that filters would need to be paid for prior to completion of the work, and that's something that we have concern about. It should be the same language as the items that correspond to the VDEX manufacturer delay in terms of having put a deposit or contractual obligation. Lastly, I'll skip over engine family because we can't supply data that's not available on the engine. We should allow gasoline hybrid electric vehicles. I have a explicit statement request for switching compliance paths. If a fleet goes from one path to another, then we ask for an explicit statement that as long as the fleet's in compliance in one calendar or one schedule, that it be also be compliant in on the other schedule, and that's not, it's intuitive but not explicit. Lastly, I'll just reference very quickly an item on belly boxes. I have a one-page handout here that contains a belly box amendment that I can speak to at more detail at staff leisure. And lastly, I provided a picture set of the lettuce truck harvesting equipment that Mr. Dan Masolo is going to speak about. So thank you for your time. Happy to answer questions you may have.
Good work.